Rich Reality Rewire, written and published by Rich Audiobooks. Every dollar in your bank account, every financial decision you make, and every money situation you experience stems from a complex web of beliefs formed throughout your life. These beliefs, whether conscious or unconscious, create the framework through which you interpret and interact with money. They shape your financial reality with remarkable precision, acting as invisible architects of your economic circumstances. Think of your beliefs as the operating system of your financial life. Just as a computer's operating system determines which programs can run and how they function, your belief system determines what kind of financial opportunities you recognize, pursue, or dismiss. When you believe money is scarce, you'll find evidence of scarcity everywhere. When you believe wealth comes easily, you'll notice abundant opportunities in your environment. Your earliest money programming began in childhood, absorbing the financial attitudes and behaviors of those around you. Perhaps you watched your parents argue about bills, heard phrases like, "money doesn't grow on trees," or witnessed relatives struggling to make ends meet. These experiences created neural pathways in your brain, establishing fundamental beliefs about money that continue to influence your financial decisions today. Lesson 1. Your current reality is a reflection of your beliefs. The scientific principle of neuroplasticity reveals that our brains form strong neural connections through repeated thoughts and experiences. When you've spent years thinking certain thoughts about money, these patterns become deeply ingrained, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe rich people are unethical, you'll subconsciously avoid wealth to maintain your integrity. If you believe you're bad with money, you'll make decisions that confirm this belief. Consider Sarah, a talented consultant who consistently undercharged for her services. Despite her expertise, she couldn't break through a certain income ceiling. Through self-examination, she discovered a childhood belief that asking for more money was selfish. This belief, formed when she heard her mother criticize wealthy neighbors, had been silently directing her pricing decisions for years. Once Sarah identified and challenged this belief, her income doubled within 6 months. Your financial reality isn't random. It's a direct reflection of your internal money blueprint. Every financial habit, from how you save to how you spend, connects to a belief about what's possible or appropriate for you. The good news is that once you understand this connection, you can begin to consciously reshape your beliefs and consequently your financial reality. This transformation starts with awareness. Take a moment to examine your current financial situation without judgment. Look at your income, savings, debt, and spending patterns. These elements aren't just numbers. They're physical manifestations of your beliefs about what you deserve, what's possible, and how money works in your world. The most powerful beliefs often operate below the surface of conscious awareness. They reveal themselves through your automatic reactions to money situations. Do you feel guilty when you receive unexpected money? Do you sabotage opportunities for advancement? Do you avoid looking at your bank balance? These reactions point to underlying beliefs that may be limiting your financial potential. Understanding that your current financial reality reflects your beliefs is the first step toward conscious wealth creation. This awareness puts you in the driver's seat of your economic future. As you progress through this book, you'll learn specific techniques to identify, challenge, and transform limiting beliefs into empowering ones. Your financial reality will shift as naturally as water finding its level, aligning with your new, expanded belief system about wealth and abundance. The journey of financial transformation begins with this fundamental truth. Your beliefs create your reality. By accepting this principle, you've already taken the first step toward rewiring your rich reality. Your current financial situation isn't your destiny, it's simply a reflection of your existing beliefs, all of which can be changed. Lesson 2. Challenge the money lies you've been told. From our earliest years, we absorb messages about money that shape our entire financial future. These messages come from everywhere. Our parents' worried conversations about bills, teachers suggesting that pursuing art isn't practical, media portrayals of wealthy people as villains, or cultural sayings like money is the root of all evil. These pervasive money lies become the foundation of our financial reality. Yet most of us never stop to question their validity. One of the most damaging money lies is that wealth is a fixed pie, that for someone to become rich, someone else must become poor. This zero-sum thinking keeps millions trapped in scarcity, afraid that pursuing abundance somehow harms others. The truth is that wealth can be created, not just redistributed. When entrepreneurs build successful businesses, they create new value that benefits employees, customers, and community. Understanding this fundamental truth frees you to pursue prosperity without guilt. Another persistent myth is that making money requires sacrificing what you love. We're told to get a real job, implying that financial success and personal fulfillment are somehow mutually exclusive. Yet the most successful people often achieve wealth precisely by monetizing their passions and unique abilities. Your authentic interests and talents aren't obstacles to overcome. They're actually your fastest path to abundance. The rich get richer complaint often masks a deeper limiting belief that wealth is out of reach for ordinary people. While it's true that accumulated wealth creates advantages, countless self-made millionaires have started from nothing. Their success came not from special privileges, but from understanding how money works and taking consistent action. The real advantage of the wealthy isn't their circumstances, but their financial education and mindset. Many of us carry generational patterns around money without realizing it. If your parents constantly fought about finances, you may unconsciously recreate similar dynamics in your own life. If your family believed that rich people were dishonest, you might sabotage your success to stay honest. These inherited beliefs feel like absolute truth because we've never known anything different. Yet they're simply stories that can be rewritten. Society bombards us with contradictory messages about money, that we should want it but shouldn't talk about it, that it's crucial for security but somehow spiritually suspect. These mixed signals create inner conflict that manifests as financial self-sabotage. True prosperity requires examining these cultural programs and consciously choosing which money stories serve our highest good. The most insidious money lie is that our current financial situation reflects our worth or capabilities. In reality, your bank account balance is simply feedback about your existing beliefs and behaviors around money. Just as a thermometer measures but doesn't control temperature, your finances measure but don't define your potential. When you realize this, you can stop taking your current reality so personally and start seeing it as data to inform your next steps. The process of challenging money lies requires courage. Each limiting belief you've absorbed is like a fence containing your financial possibilities. Questioning these beliefs means being willing to step into unknown territory. Yet beyond these artificial boundaries lies the freedom to create authentic prosperity. Your job isn't to fight against old stories, but to shine the light of awareness on them. When exposed to honest examination, false beliefs naturally begin to dissolve, making space for empowering new truths about wealth and your relationship with it. Lesson 3. Reprogram your subconscious for wealth. Your subconscious mind is like a powerful supercomputer, processing millions of thoughts and beliefs that shape your financial reality without you even realizing it. This silent force operates 24/7, influencing every money decision you make, from daily purchases to major investments. While your conscious mind might set ambitious financial goals, your subconscious programming ultimately determines whether you will achieve them. The good news is that your subconscious mind is programmable, much like updating software on your computer. The process begins with understanding that your current financial situation isn't random. It's the precise reflection of deeply embedded beliefs installed through years of experience, observation, and conditioning. These beliefs act as invisible commands, directing your actions and reactions around money. The most effective way to access and reprogram these subconscious beliefs is through the alpha state, that relaxed mental state between wakefulness and sleep. This is when your mind becomes most receptive to new programming. Through specific meditation practices focused on wealth consciousness, you can begin overriding limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Spend 10-15 minutes each morning and evening in this alpha state, visualizing and feeling your desired financial reality. Creating powerful wealth affirmations is another crucial tool for reprogramming, but they must resonate emotionally to be effective. Rather than generic statements, craft personal affirmations that address your specific financial aspirations and current limitations. For example, instead of "I am wealthy," try "I confidently grow my wealth daily through smart decisions and abundant opportunities." The key is to phrase them in present tense and attach strong positive emotions to each statement. Many people carry financial trauma from past experiences, failed businesses, debt, or childhood poverty. These emotional wounds create deep-seated resistance to wealth. Using emotional release techniques like EFT, emotional freedom technique, or somatic experiencing can help clear these blockages. Tap specific points on your body while acknowledging and releasing negative money memories and emotion. This physical-emotional connection helps reprogram neural pathways associated with financial stress. The 21-day belief installation protocol combines these approaches into a systematic practice. For 3 weeks, immerse yourself in wealth consciousness activities: morning meditation, affirmation repetition, emotional release work, and evening visualization. This time frame allows new neural pathways to form and strengthen. Record your experiences in a journal, noting shifts in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors around money. Your environment plays a vital role in this reprogramming process. Create a dedicated space for your wealth consciousness practice, filled with symbols and objects that represent abundance to you. This might include inspiring books, meaningful artwork, or physical representations of your financial goals. These environmental cues continually reinforce your new programming throughout the day. As you reprogram your subconscious for wealth, you'll notice subtle changes in your financial intuition and decision-making. You might feel naturally drawn to profitable opportunities, or find yourself making choices that align with long-term wealth building rather than short-term gratification. Trust these shifts. They're signs that your new programming is taking root. This reprogramming process is deeply personal and unique to your journey. Some beliefs will transform quickly, while others may require persistent effort to change. Stay committed to your practice, knowing that every session strengthens your wealth consciousness and moves you closer to your desired financial reality. Your subconscious mind is your most powerful ally in creating lasting wealth. Program it wisely. Lesson 4. The power of repetition and reinforcement. True transformation of your financial reality doesn't happen through a single breakthrough moment or one powerful affirmation. It emerges through the steady drumbeat of consistent practice and reinforcement of new beliefs. Just as water shapes rock not through force, but through persistent flow, your new wealth consciousness develops through daily dedication to your chosen beliefs. The human brain naturally resists change, preferring to operate within familiar neural pathways even when they don't serve our highest good. This resistance explains why many people struggle to maintain new habits or beliefs, especially around money. The key to overcoming this resistance lies in understanding that our brains respond most effectively to repeated exposure and consistent reinforcement of new patterns. Consider how you learned your current financial beliefs. They weren't installed through a single experience, but through thousands of small moments, observations, and repeated messages throughout your life. Your parents' stressed discussions about bills, the media's constant portrayal of wealth as scarce and difficult to obtain, and society's mixed messages about money all combine to create your present financial reality. Rewiring these deep-seated patterns requires equally persistent counter-program. The most effective approach to reinforcing new wealth beliefs involves creating multiple touchpoints throughout your day. Start each morning by reading your wealth affirmations or visualization goals. Set phone reminders to prompt wealth-conscious thoughts during key decision moments. Place visual cues in your environment that trigger abundance mindset. These consistent reminders help bridge the gap between your current reality and your desired financial future. When you encounter resistance or find yourself sliding back into old thought patterns, recognize this as a natural part of the rewiring process. Rather than becoming discouraged, use these moments as opportunities to strengthen your new beliefs. Each time you consciously choose your new wealth narrative over an old scarcity story, you're building neural pathways that support your financial transformation. Tracking your progress amplifies the power of repetition. Keep a simple log of daily wealth consciousness activities and note how your relationship with money shifts over time. Celebrate small victories like catching yourself before making a scarcity-based decision or feeling genuine excitement about your financial future. These acknowledgments reinforce positive changes and build momentum toward your larger goals. Your environment plays a crucial role in reinforcing new beliefs. Surround yourself with images, objects, and experiences that align with your desired financial reality. This might mean reorganizing your workspace to reflect success, upgrading certain aspects of your life within current means, or spending time in locations that inspire wealth consciousness. Each environmental cue serves as a constant reminder of your new financial identity. The compound effect of daily reinforcement creates a powerful foundation for lasting change. Think of each wealth-conscious thought or action as a deposit in your belief bank. Over time, these deposits accumulate into unshakable conviction in your ability to create and maintain wealth. This conviction becomes the bedrock upon which your new financial reality is built. Repetition also helps integrate your new beliefs at an emotional level. Through consistent practice, what initially feels like conscious effort becomes natural and automatic. You'll find yourself spontaneously thinking and acting in alignment with wealth consciousness, making decisions from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. This emotional integration is what transforms intellectual understanding into lived experience. The most successful reality rewiring occurs when you combine repetition with the emotional engagement. Feel the truth of your new beliefs as you reinforce them. Experience gratitude for your current resources while maintaining excitement about future abundance. This emotional component accelerates the rewiring process and creates lasting change in your financial DNA. Lesson 5. Install a millionaire's mindset daily. The gap between where you are and where you want to be financially often comes down to one crucial element: your daily thought patterns. While most people drift through their days reacting to circumstances, millionaires deliberately cultivate specific mental habits that attract and multiply wealth. These thought patterns aren't innate, they're installed through conscious, consistent practice. Millionaires approach each day with an ownership mentality. Rather than seeing themselves as victims of economic circumstances, they view themselves as active creators of financial opportunities. This fundamental shift transforms every decision, from the morning coffee run to major investment choices. When faced with a purchase, they automatically calculate the opportunity cost and consider how that money could be leveraged for growth. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" but rather, "Is this the highest and best use of these resources?" The wealthy have mastered the art of detached decision-making, especially regarding money. Where others let emotions drive financial choices, millionaires create mental distance before committing resources. They've trained themselves to pause, evaluate options objectively, and consider long-term implications rather than short-term gratification. This doesn't mean they never indulge, rather, they do so strategically and without compromising their wealth-building momentum. Risk assessment takes on a different flavor in the millionaire's mind. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, they calculate potential returns while implementing smart risk management strategies. They understand that wealth creation requires stepping out of comfort zones, but they do so with careful consideration rather than reckless abandon. Every no is viewed as redirecting toward a better yes, and every setback contains seeds of future opportunity. Perhaps most importantly, millionaires maintain unwavering faith in their ability to generate wealth, regardless of external conditions. They've developed an internal locus of control, a deep-seated belief that their financial destiny lies in their own hands. This mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, driving them to take consistent action toward their goals even when faced with temporary obstacles or market downturn. The installation of these thought patterns requires dedicated daily practice. Start each morning by reviewing your financial goals and affirming your capability to achieve them. Throughout the day, catch yourself in moments of scarcity thinking and consciously shift to abundance-oriented alternatives. Document your financial decisions and their underlying thought processes in a wealth journal, analyzing patterns and adjusting your approach as needed. Make it a habit to question conventional financial wisdom and seek out multiple perspectives before making significant decisions. Cultivate relationships with other wealth-minded people who can share their decision-making frameworks and challenge your thinking. Every wealthy person you admire once stood where you are now. They simply made different mental choices consistently over time. Your mind is like a garden, and these millionaire thought patterns are the seeds of your future wealth. Water them daily with attention and intention. Remove the weeds of doubt and scarcity as soon as they sprout. Create an environment where prosperity thinking can flourish naturally. With time and dedication, these new mental pathways will become your default operating system, automatically steering you toward choices that build and preserve wealth. The truly wealthy understand that financial success is an inside job. External actions flow from internal convictions. By deliberately installing and reinforcing millionaire thought patterns each day, you're not just changing your mind, you're laying the foundation for a completely new financial reality. The key lies in consistency rather than perfection. Your daily mental practice is the bridge between who you are now and who you're becoming. Lesson 6. Visualize rich, Speak rich, be rich. Your mind doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. This fundamental principle of neuroscience explains why visualization is such a powerful tool for creating wealth. When you consistently visualize yourself living in abundance, your brain begins forming new neural pathways that support these images, making them feel natural and attainable. The wealthy have long understood this secret. They see themselves as prosperous before external reality catches up. They maintain crystal clear mental pictures of their desired financial outcomes, engaging all their senses in the process. They don't just see the beach house, they feel the ocean breeze, hear the waves, smell the salt air, and experience the deep satisfaction of ownership. This multisensory approach activates more regions of the brain, strengthening the neural connections that support wealth creation. Your words shape your reality just as powerfully as your mental images. The language you use when talking about money programs your subconscious mind and influences your actions. Notice how the wealthy speak. They use phrases like "when I" rather than "if I," and they discuss money matters with confidence rather than anxiety. They don't diminish their ambitions with qualifiers or apologize for their financial goals. Their speech patterns reflect and reinforce their prosperity mindset. To accelerate your financial transformation, begin speaking as your wealthy future self would speak. Replace phrases like "I can't afford it" with "How can I afford it?" Switch "That's too expensive" to "I'm choosing to invest my money elsewhere right now." This isn't about denial or pretense. It's about adopting the language patterns that align with your desired reality. Your brain responds to these verbal cues by seeking ways to make them true. Embodiment is the next crucial step in this process. You must become the person who naturally attracts and maintains wealth. This means carrying yourself with the confidence of someone who expects success, making decisions from a position of abundance rather than scarcity, and taking actions aligned with wealth creation. Your posture, gestures, and even your breathing patterns should reflect your wealthy identity. Create detailed scenes of your prosperous future and replay them daily. See yourself confidently checking your growing investment accounts, receiving multiple streams of income, and making strategic financial decisions with ease. Experience the emotional satisfaction of achieving your financial goals and the joy of sharing your abundance with others. These visualization sessions aren't mere daydreaming. They're actively programming your brain's reticular activating system to recognize and pursue opportunities aligned with your vision. Your wealthy identity needs a clear declaration, a personal statement that encapsulates who you're becoming. This declaration should be specific, emotionally engaging, and aligned with your core values. Speak it aloud daily, letting the words resonate through your body. Feel the truth of it in your cells. Your declaration might begin with "I am a powerful creator of wealth," and include specific details about how you generate, manage, and share your abundance. The integration of visualization, language, and embodiment creates a powerful synergy that accelerates your financial transformation. As you consistently align these elements, you'll notice subtle shifts in your decision-making, your opportunities, and your results. Your new wealthy identity becomes increasingly natural, and your external reality begins reflecting your internal changes. The key is persistence, maintaining these practices even when external circumstances haven't yet caught up with your inner vision. Your brain is constantly seeking evidence to support your beliefs and expectations. By consciously directing this process through visualization, wealthy speech patterns, and embodiment, you're creating a new template for your reality. You're literally rewiring your neural pathways to support wealth creation. This isn't just positive thinking, it's strategic mind programming for financial success. Lesson 7. Flip scarcity scripts into abundance codes. The most insidious barrier between you and wealth isn't external circumstances, it's the deeply embedded scarcity programming running in your mind. These scarcity scripts operate like malicious software, automatically filtering your perception of financial opportunities through a lens of limitation. Every time you think, "I can't afford that," "there's never enough," or "money is hard to come by," you're running these harmful programs that perpetuate financial struggle. The good news is that just as computers can be reprogrammed with better software, your mind can be recoded with abundance scripts that automatically seek expansion rather than contraction. The first step is becoming aware of your default scarcity responses. Notice how often you make decisions from a place of "not enough," Perhaps you order the cheaper menu item not because you truly prefer it, but because you're operating from lack. Maybe you hesitate to invest in your business growth because you're trapped in scarcity-based risk assessment. These patterns often masquerade as practical financial wisdom, but they're actually fear-based reactions that keep you playing small. True abundance thinking isn't about reckless spending. It's about expanding your sense of what's possible and available to you. When you encounter an expense, rather than automatically thinking, "How can I afford this?" try asking, "How many ways could I create the resources for this?" This simple reframe moves you from passive scarcity to active abundance. The abundance multiplier method takes this further by training your mind to see exponential possibilities rather than fixed limitations. When considering any financial decision or opportunity, challenge yourself to identify at least 3 ways it could multiply value in your life. That $1,000 0-cents course isn't just an expense, it's an investment that could lead to new skills, valuable connections, and multiple income streams. That business idea isn't just a risk, it's a potential platform for reaching thousands and creating generational wealth. Fear-based financial behaviors often stem from past experiences of lack or loss, but living in reaction to past scarcity guarantees future limitation. Instead, start making decisions from your desired future of abundance. Ask yourself, what would my wealthy future self do in this situation? It isn't about pretending money doesn't matter, it's about approaching financial choices from a position of empowered possibility rather than constricted fear. Gratitude is a powerful tool for expanding your prosperity consciousness. Daily appreciation for the abundance already present in your life, whether it's the air you breathe, the ideas in your mind, or the opportunities around you, helps break the spell of scarcity thinking. The simple practice of listing 3 forms of abundance you experienced each day begins rewiring your brain to notice opportunity rather than lack. One of the most common scarcity scripts is the paycheck-to-paycheck mentality, where we live in a constant cycle of earning and depleting resources. Breaking this pattern requires establishing a new relationship with money flow. Start viewing money as energy that can be cultivated and directed, rather than a finite resource that gets consumed. Create multiple channels for money to flow into your life, through side projects, investments, and passive income streams. Abundance isn't just about having more, it's about recognizing the infinite nature of possibility and your ability to generate value in multiple ways. As you consciously replace your scarcity scripts with abundance codes, you'll find yourself naturally making decisions that expand rather than contract your financial reality. Your mind will begin automatically scanning for opportunities rather than limitations, and your actions will align with this expanded perspective of what's possible in your financial life. Lesson 8. Surround yourself with prosperity triggers. Your environment shapes your reality far more than most people realize. Every object, image, and interaction in your daily life either reinforces abundance thinking or perpetuates scarcity mindsets. By strategically curating your surroundings with prosperity triggers, you create a powerful feedback loop that continuously reinforces your new wealthy identity. Start with your physical space. Look around your home and workspace. What messages are these environments sending to your subconscious mind? That old, worn-out wallet, the stack of unpaid bills on display, or the bargain store decor might be subtly programming you for financial limitation. Replace these scarcity signals with objects that evoke feelings of abundance. An elegant pen for signing important documents, a small piece of genuine art that speaks to you, or fresh flowers on your desk can serve as anchors for your prosperity consciousness. Digital environments matter just as much as physical ones. Your social media feeds, email subscriptions, and online communities shape your financial beliefs in profound ways. Unfollow accounts that make you feel financially inadequate or promote unhealthy spending habits. Instead, curate your digital world with content from successful investors, entrepreneurs, and wealth mindset mentors. Let their insights and energy infuse your daily scroll. Sound creates powerful neural associations. The music you listen to, the podcasts you follow, and the conversations you engage in all program your prosperity consciousness. Create playlists that make you feel abundant and confident. Seek out audio content that educates and inspires you about wealth creation. Be mindful of the financial conversations you participate in. Step away from complaint sessions about the economy and gravitate toward discussions about opportunity and growth. Your wardrobe serves as a daily prosperity trigger. This isn't about buying expensive clothes you can't afford. but rather choosing items that make you feel successful and confident. When you dress in alignment with your wealthy identity, you carry yourself differently and make decisions from a more empowered state. Even small touches like a quality watch or well-maintained shoes can serve as constant reminders of your prosperity path. Relationships are perhaps the most powerful environmental factor in your financial reality. The 5 people you spend the most time with shape your beliefs, habits, and expectations about money. Seek out connections with people who are where you want to be financially. Join masterminds or investment clubs where wealth building is the norm. Distance yourself from those who consistently reinforce scarcity thinking or mock your financial aspirations. Create specific anchors for your wealth consciousness through meaningful objects or rituals. This might be a special coin you carry, a vision board in your office, or a morning success routine. These anchors become shortcuts to your abundance mindset, instantly shifting you into prosperity consciousness when you encounter them. Over time, these triggers build new neural pathways that make wealthy thinking your default state. Prosperity triggers aren't about pretending to be rich or creating a false facade. They're strategic tools for programming your mind for greater abundance. Each trigger should feel authentic and meaningful to you, serving as a bridge between your current reality and the wealthy future you're creating. As you consistently surround yourself with these prosperity cues, your subconscious mind accepts abundance as your natural state, making it easier to take the actions and make the decisions that build real wealth. Your environment is constantly programming your expectations and beliefs about money. By consciously designing your surroundings to trigger prosperity consciousness, you create a self-reinforcing cycle of abundant thinking and wealthy behavior. Let every object, interaction, and experience in your daily life remind you of the rich reality you're stepping into. Lesson 9. Let your actions match your new identity. Your beliefs shape your reality, but actions cement your transformation. As you've rewired your financial mindset throughout this journey, it's time to ensure your daily behaviors align with your elevated wealth consciousness. This alignment creates an unshakable foundation for your rich reality. Think of yourself as an actor stepping into a new role. When talented performers prepare for a part, they don't just memorize lines, they study how their character walks, talks, makes decisions, and interacts with the world. They embody their role so completely that it becomes natural. Similarly, your wealthy identity requires full embodiment through purposeful action. Your new wealth identity demands different choices than your previous financial self made. Where you once might have impulse-purchased small items, your wealthy self invests in assets. Where you previously avoided financial conversations out of discomfort, your prosperous identity actively seeks knowledge and opportunities. These shifts may feel uncomfortable at first, but this discomfort signals growth. You're stretching beyond old limitations. Consider how a wealthy version of yourself would handle everyday situations. When dining out, would they order based solely on price or on what they truly want to experience? When considering a business opportunity, would they focus on potential risks or potential returns? When making travel plans, would they choose based on fear of spending or return on investment in terms of connections, experiences, and opportunities? Let these questions guide your actions. Your bank accounts, investment portfolios, and financial decisions should reflect your internal transformation. This means establishing or upgrading your wealth infrastructure, proper accounting systems, organized records, professional relationships with financial advisors, tax strategists, and legal counsel. Wealthy people create structures that support and protect their prosperity. Start building these foundations now, even if you're still growing into them. Social circles play a crucial role in this alignment process. Your wealthy identity requires an environment that nurtures its growth. This doesn't mean abandoning current relationships, but it does mean expanding your network to include those who reflect your aspirations. Seek mentorship, join masterminds, attend events where successful people gather. Let their influence shape your actions and decisions. Decision-making provides constant opportunities to practice alignment. When faced with choices, ask yourself, what would my wealthy self do? This simple question bypasses old programming and activates your new identity. Whether it's negotiating a salary, considering an investment, or planning a major purchase, let your elevated consciousness guide your actions. Alignment isn't about perfection, it's about progression. You might still experience moments of doubt or catch yourself in old patterns. Use these instances as opportunities to strengthen your commitment to your wealthy identity. Each time you choose aligned action over old habits, you reinforce your new reality. The physical environment around you should also match your internal shift. Your wealthy identity deserves a workspace that inspires creativity and productivity, a wardrobe that makes you feel confident and successful, and surroundings that reflect abundance and possibility. These external markers serve as constant reminders of who you're becoming. Your actions tell the world, and more importantly, your subconscious mind, who you are. Every aligned choice builds momentum toward your rich reality. This alignment between internal beliefs and external behaviors creates an unstoppable force for wealth creation. Your transformed identity becomes unshakable when your actions consistently prove its truth. Lesson 10. Live the rewired rich reality every day. Living your rewired rich reality isn't a destination. It's a daily practice of embodying the wealth consciousness you've cultivated. Every morning when you wake up, you're making a choice about which version of reality you'll step into. The wealthy version of you already exists. Your job is to align with that reality through consistent thoughts, emotions, and action. Think of your rewired rich reality as a frequency you're tuning into, much like a radio station. When you're fully aligned, wealth opportunities naturally flow to you because you're broadcasting on the prosperity channel. You'll notice synchronicities increasing, unexpected money showing up, and business ideas materializing seemingly out of nowhere. This isn't magic. It's the natural result of programming your reticular activating system to spot abundance rather than scarcity. Your physical environment plays a crucial role in maintaining this alignment. Your home, office, car, and even your digital spaces should reflect the wealthy reality you're claiming. This doesn't mean spending money you don't have, but rather ensuring your surroundings support your expanded identity. Keep your spaces organized, surround yourself with quality items that bring you joy, and eliminate anything that reminds you of past financial struggles. The language you use throughout your day must consistently reflect your wealthy reality. When speaking about money, business, or opportunities, choose words that assume abundance. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," ask yourself, "How can I create the resources for this?" Rather than complaining about expenses, express gratitude for the ability to invest in yourself and your growth. Your words create ripples in your consciousness that either reinforce or undermine your rewired reality. Your decisions become particularly important in this new reality. Wealthy people make decisions based on value and growth potential, not just immediate cost. When faced with choices, ask yourself what the wealthy version of you would do. This doesn't mean being reckless with money, but rather approaching decisions from a place of abundance and long-term thinking. Sometimes the wealthy choice might be to save or invest rather than spend. Maintaining your rich reality requires regular energy management. Notice how different activities, people, and environments affect your wealth consciousness. Some interactions will elevate your energy and reinforce your prosperity mindset, while others might drain you and pull you back into scarcity thinking. Guard your energy zealously and prioritize experiences that maintain your high-frequency state. Setbacks and challenges don't negate your rewired reality. They're opportunities to demonstrate your unshakable wealth consciousness. When facing financial obstacles, resist the temptation to slip back into old patterns of worry and limitation. Instead, view challenges through the lens of your wealthy self, knowing that solutions and opportunities exist even if they're not immediately apparent. Your relationships must align with your rewired reality as well. Spend time with people who support and reflect your prosperity consciousness. This might mean joining masterminds, attending wealth-focused events, or seeking mentorship from those already living the reality you're creating. Be willing to lovingly distance yourself from those who consistently pull you back into scarcity-based thinking. Celebration becomes a powerful tool in maintaining your rich reality. Acknowledge every win, no matter how small, as confirmation that your rewiring is working. Each time money flows to you, each successful negotiation, each inspired action you take, these are all evidence that you're living in your rewired rich reality. Let these successes fuel your continued expansion rather than becoming complacent. Living your rewired rich reality is a moment-by-moment choice to stay aligned with the wealthy version of yourself you've created. It's about maintaining the highest possible frequency of abundance consciousness while taking inspired action from that elevated state. As you consistently choose this reality, it becomes more natural and effortless, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of expanding prosperity.